Dear students, let us continue our topic. It is a story, The Sniper by O Flaherty. So in previous lecture, we learned about the sniper. So you know that sniper means a person who attacks his enemy in a hidden way, or we can say a person who attacks his enemy and keeping himself hidden. So sniper, he belonged to a Republican Party, and his cause of fighting was the country should be united. So he was very young, he was very innocent, but he seemed very grave and for his cause. So, and the second thing, how the sniper was watching on a roof, यानी वो रूफ पर कैसा वॉच कर रहा था in order to defend, यानी डिफेंड करने के लिए वो. So we also learned about that the sniper, he was shot by his enemy, and his enemy belonged to Free Staters Party. That means his enemy, his cause of fighting was that country should be divided. So, and then we also read about the sniper killed an informer. That was a lady, an old lady, and then also he killed a soldier in armored car. So we also learned about the sniper's plan. How to get escaped तो ये भी हमने पढ़ा कि स्नाइपर कैसे अपने आप को अब बचाना चाहता था और उसने कौन सी तदबीर सोची. तो उसने एक तदबीर, he hit upon a plan. What was that plan? In order to escape himself, that was, he put his hat on the muzzle of his gun and then forwarded it to the level of the parapet, and when he forwarded it to the level of the parapet and the enemy on the other side of the roof, he was misled and he hit the cap and the cap fell down. So after this, the sniper also slanted his rifle and it also collided from on the ground, and the enemy on the other side now realized that he shot his enemy, that is the sniper. And now he was watching freely. He stood out and watching freely, and when the sniper saw him, and he hit a bullet with his revolver and killed his enemy. That was his plan. And so after this, what happened, that we are going to read today. Then when the smoke cleared, he peered across and uttered a cry of joy. When the sniper hit his enemy and now the smoke cleared, so he peered across, he looked very carefully, very keenly, and uttered means said, a cry of joy. His enemy had been hit. He was reeling over the parapet in his death agony. He struggled to keep his feet, but he was not slowly falling forward as if in a dream. The rifle fell from his grasp, hit the parapet, fell over, bounded off the pole of a barber's shop beneath, and then collided on the pavement. And this para actually says how he killed his enemy, and how the body now fell down on the road, and then the dying man on the roof crumpled up and fell down. The body turned over and over in space and hit the ground with a full thud. Thud means sound. Then it lay still. The sniper looked at his enemy. Now here we are going that the lust of blood, the lust of battle, died in sniper. जो उसमें वो तपिश थी, वो लड़ाई की, वो जंग की, वो खत्म हो गई स्नाइपर में. And what happened? The sniper, when he looked at his enemy falling, and he shuddered means shivered, कंपने लगा. He became bitten by remorse. Remorse कहते हैं repent, यानी वो पछताने लगा. The sweat stood out in beads on his forehead, weakened by his wound and the long summer day of fasting and watching on the roof. He revolted from the sight of the shattered mass of his dead enemy. His teeth chattered. He began to gibber. Gibber we say making meaningless sounds. Gibber, making meaningless sounds. Every sound, when we give any cry, any sound, it has a meaning. So sometimes sound indicates happiness, joy, sometimes it indicates weeping, sorrow and other thing. And the sniper, when he saw the dead body of his enemy, the whole outlook and inner changed. He was bitten by remorse. And not only this, but now he was he gibber himself, curses the war, cursing himself, cursing everybody. So this happened to him when he killed his enemy. So after this, what happened? He looked at the smoking revolver in his hand, and with an oath, he hurled it to the roof. Hurl कहते हैं, throw it violently. Hurl, throw, violently. And from roof at his feet, the revolver went off with the concussion, shaking, and the bullet whizzed past the sniper's head. He was frightened back to his senses by the shock. So what happened when he threw his revolver violently? So blood came out from it, and he got frightened, and senses came to him. His nerves steadied. The cloud of fear scattered from his mind, and he laughed. He decided to leave the place. So when he decided to leave the place and look for his company commander to report, everywhere around was silent. There was not much danger in going through the streets. So everything there was quiet and clear. But when the sniper reached the laneway, so what happened? He felt a sudden curiosity as to identify who he had killed. So when he decided that he was a good shot, whoever he was, he wondered, did he know him? Perhaps he had been in his own company. So he decided to risk going over to have a look at. He peered around the corner of into O'Connell Street. In upper part of the street, there was heavy firing, but around here all was quiet. The sniper rushed across the street. A machine gun tore up the ground around him, but he escaped. So he threw himself face downwards beside the corpse, dead body. The machine gun stopped. Then the sniper turned over the dead body and looked into his brother's face. And this is the story about the sniper. That now actually the writer here gives us the dangers of war, the curses of war, how in war we lost our own brothers, we lost humanity, and this is the theme of the story, The Sniper, written by O Flaherty. Thanks.